My own Gatlo! Welcome to American Benai. Today we are going to talk about letters of intent and oh my, a 299 pesos engagement ring. A Filipina is upset, I guess. Where is she? Let's talk about it. Letters of intent. Alright, so what we have here is a letter of intent. Letter of intent to marry. Um, you'll need this twice. You'll need one set for the I-129F. Your beneficiary will need another set when they do their visa interview. So hold on to them after you write them because you'll want to go back and change the dates, update them. And basically, a letter of intent is basically that. What I have here is the long form version that you'll typically see if you um, use an attorney. Um, However, there's shorter forms of them, and I'll kind of show you how simple, kind of write it when I get done talking about the long form. So the long form version of the letter of intent covers most of the legal aspects of what's happening. Okay, so you're going to write at the top of it, letter of intent, make it bold so they can see it. You're going to say right up underneath it whose letter it is. So this is the beneficiary's letter. In the K1 visa world, we have petitioners and beneficiaries. If you are in the United States of America wanting your foreign partner, fiance, to come live in the United States and marry her here, then you are the petitioner and she is the beneficiary. I'm going to use him for petitioner, her for beneficiary. Um, Most of the time, that's the dynamic. But if you're a lady watching this and you are the petitioner and you have a male beneficiary, um, just know that I'm doing this to make it easier on myself for the video. I'm not trying to be sexist. Okay, so this is the beneficiary's letter. Underneath it, you're going to write the petitioner, who the petitioner is. It's going to be his first name, his middle name, and his last name. In the United States, that's commonly how we structure our names. But in this will be more towards Philippines and people who do this in the Philippines. If you don't know, a Filipino will have a first name. Their middle name will commonly be their mother's maiden name, and their last name will be their father's name. It's called a family name, and they do that to keep track of family lineage. So, all right. Under that, you're gonna put so, and beside that, you're gonna put the birth dates. This does not have to be centered. I centered it, so it stood out. I'm gonna write statement of intent to marry. A lawyer might use different language if you're using an attorney or a lawyer. And you're gonna write I, her name, her full name, swear or affirm that I am of legal age of consent. I am a citizen of the Republic of the Philippines, and I hold an address at Mantecal, Miss Oriental, 9024. Of course, your housing address will be here. We used to live in Mantical, so I just stuck that in there. I was born in Mantical, Miss Oriental, on um, the date of your birth to the mother's name. So go back to that mother. Uh, Her middle name, of course, will be her mother's maiden name, and you will want to write it that way. Do not include her married name or the family name on the mother's name unless it is indicated as such on the birth certificate. However, the names are listed on the birth certificate, write them that way. Under that, I hold a valid Philippines passport. I am engaged to his full name fiance, born July 28th, 1982, who a citizen of the United States of America, who resides at this address. I used a made up address. We have been in an, under that, we have been in an ongoing relationship since September 1971 or 2024 or 2000, whenever you started dating, and that you've spent time together in the Philippines over the last 2 years or the past 2 years. So it's very important when you file your I-129F, you have to have met your beneficiary once in the last 2 years. So the petitioner is my petitioner for the K1 visa. My petitioner and I are engaged with plans to marry. My petitioner and I are qualified to marry by law in the United States or the Philippines. You don't have to put the Philippines, but you can write either or. Uh, and, and the important part, this is the statement that I, beneficiary, oh, I left my name in there. Oh no. Well, that's my name, if anybody was wondering. Um, Intend to marry the petitioner within 90 days after I arrive in the United States of America under the Cape 1 visa. When I converted this, it put it on 2 pages. You want to try to just put it on one page. Actually, get it on one page. Make sure it's readable. You want to write, thank you for the consideration in this matter. Should you have any questions, please contact me at such and such. You got a cell phone, your WhatsApp, your Gmail, and then, oh, I don't know. And then type the date, and then put a place to sign. You can do that by shift minus button, however you need to do it. I think Google's free. It's a wonderful tool. I think Tom's New Roman small there. Cambria is larger. Caliber. Yeah, I'm not exactly for sure. With that. All right, so this is basically the letter of intent. Feel free to copy it. All right, so There's another way of doing a letter of intent, and it's very short. Okay, so letter of intent number two, and this is all you really need to do. Okay, is write this: I, beneficiary, am write this full name, am the beneficiary and of and fiance of my of no, you already seen my name, of Hillard Dwayne Sharp. We I full name beneficiary intend to marry full full name of petitioner full name of the petitioner within 90 days of arrival, after I arrive, of arrival in the United States under the K1 visa, or after being awarded the K1 visa. Thank you for your consideration of this matter. Um, Please contact me. Put cell phone, email address, sign it, date it. You're done. And that is the statement of intent to marry. It's about that simple. I'm trying to adjust my. So, all right. Other matters. Let's talk about this 299 pesos ring. So, in 2 week old news, we have a Filipina complaining about a 299 pesos ring. It's roughly around $5.50. I think the ring was 70% off or something, from maybe Alibaba or some Asian site. And basically, she went to a famous TikToker, Instagram person, and wrote this long complaint. It says, "My boyfriend of 8 years just proposed to me, but na naginte ako kasi I'm upset due to the fact na the engagement ring only cost 299 pesos. Ganito lang ba kababayang halaga ko sa kanya na hindi na naglang pinag-apunan pambili na ring, o di ko ba dapat a big deal? Am I too immature to feel this way? Hindi naya alam na nakita ko yung ring binila naya sa Shopee. Ignore ko na lang batong na fifili ko or should I confront him? Kaso ayoko din naman sa yung moment. Uh, so I'm not sure what that word is under the likes, but okay. So basically, what that reads in Filipino is, my boyfriend of 8 years just proposed to me, but I feel guilty because I am upset to the fact that the engagement ring only cost 299 pesos. Um, I'm not exactly 100% sure on that translation. I'm a Visayan speaker, so no, I don't know what ganito. All right, but anyway, she's asking if is making a big deal about it, or is she being immature that it ruined the moment when she learned it came off of Shopee. To ignore the message, should she ignore the fact of her feelings, or should she confront him? And that's about it. So, um, me and my fiance, who her name is Carla, my wife. Um, I think the way we felt about this is that life in the Philippines is can be difficult, and I don't know the situation of this young man and this young woman, whether they are um, uh, living in generational poverty, or if they're middle class Filipinos. I don't know, but I think my Asawa, who also did a video of this on her Instagram, um, the way that she felt about this, I think, is that it's not. And well, I'm saying how she felt about this because I know my wife, and I'm not exactly sure entirely how she felt about this, but generally from when she's like, "Oh, did I hear about this?" Uh, the way she feels is that she doesn't look at the monetary value of a gift. That she's happy with the thought of the gift. And my first ring to my wife was not very expensive. We were head over heels with each other, and I, it cost somewhere between $300 and $400, and for an American to a Filipino, that's probably not a lot. But had I been in a relationship with an American woman, there are a good amount of American women today who would feel the way this young Filipino felt over this 299 pesos ring, that um, over my $400, give or take $20, um, engagement ring. And I'm not speaking for all American women, of course, but the social media side of it. You always see these women in America, and they're like, "Oh, my ring better be like 2/3 of his year, or 1/3 of his yearly pay," and it, which or 10,000 or $30,000, and really that's ridiculous. Uh, Pretty much, you're putting a house or a car on a finger. And I get where some women can feel like that is their value, but that is not love. And that is my feeling on it. Maybe this young Pinoy, he wanted to marry her. They're not in a good financial situation. And one day when they got into a better situation, maybe he would buy her a better ring. Um, I think the young Filipina, she has a right to complain, but where her mistake is in this situation is she went to social media and she complained to the world, and that is the problem. It The problem isn't who's right or wrong between, you know, is this girl worth $6 or is it the thought of the gift? The problem is she went to social media and told the world, and her boyfriend saw it, or husband, fiance, whatever he is now. So she should have went to him, and she should have spoke to him, and that's where you can see the disconnect that she's not truly she's either not truly in love, or it's a problem, a growing problem in our society today, that not that a growing problem in our society about our own self value that's being perpetuated on the internet, social media. And we need to get off social media more with the ones, or I know what I want to say. And it just ain't coming out, yo. We need to get off social media more. But here I am on social media throwing out my life. No, actually, I don't really get on social media. Me and my wife, we have problems. We have problems like all couples have. You know, we. But the difference is when my wife hurts, she goes in tampos for a little bit, and she comes and talks to me. When I'm upset with her, I walk away and I come back and I talk to her. And that is the key to any relationship, is the communication. And when you are in an LDR relationship, it becomes an even bigger deal because you already have misunderstandings with language, with culture, um, time of day, and there's all kinds of things. So slow down, stop complaining to everybody about your partner, uh, and talk to them. And that's my message for today. Talk to your partner and give them respect. This lady, and for any American man watching, this lady, she's not representative of all Filipinos. And I think she has a right to question her worth. You know, she doesn't have a right to go blab about her and her boyfriend's problems to everybody before she talks it out with him. Most Filipinos are quite happy with what they get, so don't take this as like a negative generalization of Filipinos. They have too much of that already. So that is it for today, and next time we will finish talking about the um, Noah 1 process, and I will explain what we went through, how long it took for us to get our Noah 1, and we'll start talking about the long wait for the Noah 2, NOAH 2, Notice of Approval, if you didn't know. So, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I'm trying to get better with each video, trying to work on my editing skills. So, please, if you have any questions or comments, concerns, um, positive, negative comments, leave them below. Hit the like button if you gained any value from this. Hit the dislike button. Hit something, please. Um, don't pull your hair out. And you can suggest anything. What do you want to know that you aren't hearing from other people about relationships with the Philippines, the visa process, um, anything? So thanks, and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Paalam.